Okay, so when I am writing this warm up down, I write floor bands warm up. So you'll need a medium intensity, medium strength mini band. They come really tight, we don't want that. They also come like really loose, we don't want that either. You're gonna pop it up above the top of your knees to start off with. You'll also need a light strength long band. So we're going to start on all fours. We're going to do 12 fire hydrants on each leg, lifting the knee up, out to the side, nice and high, getting those glutes to engage. We often have weak, tight, inactive glutes, especially if you work at a desk job or are studying. Change legs up the side. Anything where you're sedentary or sitting down for long periods of time, just put those glutes in a relaxed, unengaged position. So it's always good to start off a workout by warming them up, saying hello, let's go, we're ready, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to go into thread the needles. We're going to do 4 each side for these. So you want to open your arm right up and look up at the roof, and then thread all the way under ear to floor, trying to follow your hand with your eyes. This one here we want to do nice and slow, that's why it's only 4 on each side. It aims to mobilize the spine, change sides, as well as the chest and the back. So we thread through, stretch the back, open up, stretch the chest, and all the while the spine is rotating and warming up, decreasing risk of injury during exercise. Excellent, that's 4 each side. From here, we're going to go back into that all fours position, this time stretching the leg straight backwards, and we're going to do 15 little pulses on each leg. While you're doing it, I want you to draw your belly button up towards the roof. Squeeze your tummy nice and tight. Get your core working as well as your glute. 3, 2, 1, other side. So these are just quick little pulses. Try not to turn your foot out at the back. You can look back at it if you like. Your big toe should be pointing straight down to the floor, heel angled straight up at the roof. No internal or external rotation here, ideally to activate the glute. 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Then we're going to go into our shoulder openers, holding the band and taking the arms over. The closer your hands are together, the more of a stretch that you're going to get and feel through your shoulders. Challenge yourself, how close together can you get it and still get those arms over. 1 more. Nice work. Then we're going to line our sides, so keeping the band where it is, knees down, feet up. You don't want to, when you go this way, you don't want your legs to be bent behind you like this. You want your feet or your heels in line with your bottom. Then from here, opening that top knee up, we're going to do 12 clamshells on each leg. Try and keep the heels together. If you need to make it easier, you can do it with your feet on the floor, because this way the bottom leg is working as well as the top leg. So when we go to do the other side, it's harder. So you've got the feet on the floor option if you need. 3, 2, and 1. Flipping over, other side. Same thing. Heels in line with your bottom. Knees out in front. Bottom knee on the ground, bottom thigh touching the floor. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going into our banded rows. So looping that band that you've got over your feet. Now you can either hold on to the end of your band, or if the band that you have is too easy, you can reach your hands further forward for more tension, more difficulty. You want to feel like you're trying to get your elbows to touch behind your back. Really squeeze them back. Don't just kind of mindlessly go through the movements. And if you watch me from the side, I'm sitting up nice and tall the whole time. Sometimes people tend to kind of slouch forwards, but it's really difficult to get your back to engage properly if you're not up nice and tall. Pull and squeeze. Remember that feeling of trying to get your elbows to touch. Good work. 10 of those. Done. Move your mini band down so it's around your feet. We're going to go into hip flexors now. Take your hands back behind you. Knee to chest. 10 on each leg. Activating that little bit that connects your thigh to your torso. Usually they're pretty weak. Again, it comes from a lot of sitting in chairs. Change legs, other side. Your hip flexors end up in a constantly activated, constantly tight position, and they're never really getting work, so they get really weak, really tight, and your leg muscles or your core muscles try and take over. But it's important to strengthen them and rest. Stretching is good too, but strengthening will stop the pain from returning. Sit however you like, legs out in front or legs crossed. Take your band behind your back, and we're doing 10 forward pushes. Again, you'll make it harder, a little bit of band hanging out the front. You could also do crosses if you like. You're going to feel it a bit more into the front of the pec, front of the chest. So we're doing one movement pretty much for each body part. We did our glutes, we've done our hip flexors, we did our back, our chest, our shoulders. Now we're going to lie down, do our core. Dead bugs, opposite arm to leg, really focusing on keeping your lower back flat to the floor. We want to engage the pelvic floor. Keep this tucked under. If you feel like your lower back is lifting or hurting at all, don't take your feet as close to the ground. You can always have your legs up a little bit higher if you need to. Try not to do it with your legs in like this. You're not going to really be activating the pelvic floor. Your thighs and knees should be in line with your hips, about an arm's length away. Good. Last one, flipping over onto your tummy, 10 Supermans. If you have any neck problems, you can do this one just lower body if you need to, or if you want to do the upper body lift but with a little bit less arm work, you can put your arms back behind you. Lift, squeeze the bottom. So really working the lower back here, the back side of the body. You'll feel it in your bottom and your hamstrings a little bit as well. Good work. 2 more. Last one. And stretching back. So that is the end of your floor bands warm up. You've got everything warmed up and ready to go for your workout now. If you're doing a lower body specific workout, you might want to do a couple of toe touches, a couple of side lunges, and a couple of calf raises before you get into it. Enjoy your workout.